Well, guys, welcome back to another video of my channel. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to Jordan and LFC. That's the intro. Yep.
I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do, I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye. Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. Oh, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes on and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye.
Cool music, bro. Cool music.
Well, bro, to my channel for the first time, bro. Yeah, just won the game 2-0 in a comfortable Europa League. Thoughts on performance? So yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me, man. This is
So what's
this
your
was a
thoughts on the game so far?
yeah. So we won 2-0. I watched like pieces of the game live, and then I had to watch my an extended highlights of it. I thought that the boys did okay, not great. Maybe the scoreline should have been like 5-0 or so. Um, Salah had a 1v1 with the keeper. Nunes had a couple like goal scoring chances. But again, Nunes, I love his positioning, the way how he creates his positioning in order to have a good chance. That's it's really good. He's just gonna get more chances and more, so hopefully he score more of them. Um, Diaz was actually offside for his for his chance today. I don't know. Prior to the game, because of the stupid thing, what's happening with the VAR and the VAR audio and how everybody is reacting to it, it's kind of bleaching everybody's eyes and brains. So I was questioning, like, why did we have Allison in keep? And then one of the guys mentioned that because Callagher was injured. So again, because my brain and my eyes are bleached. Oh, I guess we've lost Jordan, but he should be back shortly. So yeah, everybody who's watching us, please like and subscribe to Jordan's channel. He's an awesome brother. who is trying to bring you the best football content. Jordan, are you back? Are you back, brother?
But yeah, great. Well, Ryan Gravenberch, he scored for the first time in the Europa League. I'm happy he scored, but Diego Shota, well, I don't know where to start from. He could have played in the Premier League for us, but until his red card is removed. But thoughts on Shota scoring in the Europa League?
Yeah, no, definitely. The first half though for Jota, it was really quiet. I didn't see a lot from him. But the second half he looked alive. I guess with once Diaz was in, Jota was a little bit more of the striker, playing the striker position, and we saw a little bit more of Jota in the second half. I'm really happy for Jota. Today is the first time that I see him actually celebrate for scoring a goal. Prior to that, he was, didn't have a really happy reaction, but it's really good. Um, the rotation wasn't really was spot on. I think maybe Salah should have been on the bench for the first half. Uh, didn't know that Kelleher was injured. But
Huh?
Allison in. Yeah, that's why he didn't start today, I guess.
That's why I realized that he didn't play in goal, and I thought that when the lineup was coming, I was saying, oh, probably the Ireland goalkeeper is our best cup winner that lead us to it, all the cups I mean that we entered didn't start today. 'Cause this is he's not a goalkeeper, but Collier does, but I didn't know he was injured, but thanks for telling me, man. 'Cause I didn't know. 'Cause I thought he did start, but yeah. Continue what you were saying again.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Yeah, no, Kelleher didn't start. As I said, our brains and eyes are bleached lately because of what's happening with the VAR audio and the reaction from everyone. So I've even
Yeah,
didn't realize that Kelleher was injured, eh? So Allison in
yeah,
keep. Kelleher was not even in bench, eh?
yeah,
I thought the formation was spot on. Since Jota not gonna play next game of Premier League, so that's awesome that he played
yeah,
him for the whole game, as well as bringing in Jones. Um,
yes.
maybe he didn't start with Jones, and the reason why, uh, maybe he feels down after that stupid red card that he should have got last game. But
Mm-hmm,
Jones came in the second half, and he did really good. I thought he had a really good shot. It was off target,
mm-hmm,
but that was good. All in
mm-hmm.
all, it was a good game. I believe no injuries. That's a big plus. Attacking wise, I thought that the game should have ended 5-0, 4-0 at least. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm happy with the performance, but that pass by Trent Alexander-Arnold, the goalkeeper of Union, didn't have a chance, but what a tapping by Ryan Gravenberch. So it looks like Trent is back now to himself. Do you think so?
It's back. Like he's back. It's clicking. He defended one of the counterattacks from Union Saint Gilloise. Maybe he was lucky a little bit, but I think the reason why for it was his positioning in the middle of the pitch. That's why he was able to defend that counterattack. His shot was a not bad shot, but as we know, uh, Trent has better skills and shooting skills than that. Um, but I guess because it was really strong and the keeper didn't have
yeah,
a really good chance. Gravenberch, really nice goal from him. Shows confidence. But I thought the one that should have scored that and the position of that person should have been Salah. Salah was just right behind him, um, which is okay, I
yes.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
Salah, you see that also that his game have changed lately, more in the assist, more in like being around the edge of the box. Or if he's in the box, he's like one step behind, whether it's Nunez or someone coming in from the midfield. So that's why you saw Gravenberch, the one scoring instead of Salah. Incompetent. Okay. Miss Mulaney
Yeah.
says,
So
"Yeah, go ahead."
yeah, the people checking VR are often in complaint. Look at the weekend against Spurs. Shocking. Shocking. Obfuscating. Absolutely, these refs, these VARs, they're causing us problem, man. It's what they, uh, because I know that Dia was onside in that game on over the weekend. Diaz was, so I don't know why this VAR is against us.
Yeah, no, it's a circus, man. Like what happened with that VAR. It is incompetent. A lot of people are saying, "Well, Liverpool fan, you should get over it." Well, we're actually doing the fight for ourselves and for everybody in this league. To get a competent VAR system, to get a competent officials. Not just for our games, for everybody's game. What happened with that was a very obvious um, mistake, very clear. Like some other incidents, you may debate it, you may argue it, like the red cards, right? Uh, you will
Yeah.
always debate them. Oh, it's too soft, it's too harsh. He slept, he didn't slept, he meant it, the intention is there. So it's always arguable for red cards. But when it comes to offside and the
Mm-hmm.
ball crossing the line, we should be
Yeah.
using technology for that. And it should be clear, right? It should be
Mm-hmm.
easier
Yeah.
for the officials using the proper technology, using it properly as well. It should be
Mm-hmm.
an easy thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
The red cards, the tackles, the handballs, they're always going to be debatable. You know, it's going to depend on the person, how they're looking at it. Are they looking at a slow motion, a fast motion, a still image? But that offside is a very clear mistake and should have been avoided since now we have technology. 1990 or 1995, when I used to watch the Premier League back then, there was a lot of mistakes across, right? But we
Mm-hmm.
did not have the technology back then to go back and say, hey, wait, this is a very bad mistake. It's clear. Here's the evidence that you cannot debate, that you cannot argue, right? So you can
Yeah.
argue Jones' red card. For me, I believe it was not a red card, right? But you're still going
Yes.
to get some
Yeah.
people say, well, it's a dangerous attack, the new rules, yada, yada, yada. Sure. But that offside should not been an offside. There is a technology that exists in the Champions League. I don't know if you watched any of the games yesterday. It's phenomenal. It took them seconds, you know.
Yes. These VR just load, man, because Shana didn't touch Bizoma if you realize that Tamir he tripped and he have to get yellow cards to turn into a red. Now one is overturned and no Jones is banned for 3 matches.
Yeah, banned for 3 matches, I guess, because it's a straight red card. That's really bad. I guess Scott is asking you, and I want to ask you that. Are you happy today, Jordan?
Well, I'm happy for the win today, but The problem is that we need our two boys in back. We need them back in the Prem. Shot and Jones. We need their red card. They're free to play the Europa League, but they don't. They are not free to play in the Premier League because one got three matches, man, and I'm not sure last Shatter will be out for.
Well, you know what? We can always have Jota and Jones in Europa League. Those are, not bad matches that they can play. They're a little bit more competitive than the cups, so they will get some minutes. Today's game, Jones got a lot of self confidence and some good minutes, as
Yeah,
well as Jota getting his goal. He was happy and he was, celebrating for God's
yeah.
sake. So that's
Mhm.
really good. I think the game, all in all, was good.
Mm. What do you think about Endo for us? Despite he didn't score for us, but what do you think about his leadership in midfield?
Endo is really good. This is probably like the first game that he kind of, or maybe the second game that he plays, and we didn't have a red card. So for God's sake, the guy, anyone coming into the Premier League, gonna need some time, right, to fit in,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
fitting in. His work ethics, his movement, his positioning is not bad at all. It's good. It's decent. I think it's just gonna be coming. He just needs a little bit time. His leadership is good. His work ethics, you can see that the guy is putting his heart out there, right? Um, and I think we should see more of him. I think if club start
Yes,
putting
yes,
him a little bit
yes.
more,
Mhm.
yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe give him all the Europa League games, all the cup games, maybe have him as the starter, um,
Yes, yes.
and
Indeed.
every now and then
Yes.
come
Because
in
I
in the
was hearing
second half. Yeah.
in press conference that the game that we played over the weekend, right? I mean the Spurs game. He said that we should have a replay of the game.
S-
He said it
Uh,
in his press conference.
yeah. Are you asking me about my opinion for replay?
Yeah, man, he was talking about it in his press conference for today's game. He was talking about it that we should have a replay for the game. I remember that then VR they released the audio of the what happened in the game that we played that we should have won, but the referee mess it up, mess up our game.
Okay, I'm gonna read Klopp's mind and say this. Klopp was really smart when he presented the options. Um, so the way how I interpret it is, Klopp doesn't really want the game to be replayed, but him putting it out there, he actually achieved a lot of things. If
Oh
you
yeah,
ask
because
me
he's the
what
man in
are
the
they, I could tell you. Like the first thing is,
go ahead,
yeah,
go ahead and tell
no,
me.
I think Klopp is really genius when the way how he presented the options. The first is he actually now putting the pressure on the
Mhm.
officials. So the next time that we're gonna have a game and an official or referee gonna be involved in that game, they're gonna have a big target on
Yeah.
their back if they screw up. So he actually put the pressure on the officials, on the PGMOL, especially for the upcoming games. That's one.
Mm.
The second thing is, if we get a replay, like if we play again, does that mean everything in that game is void? If so, that means Jones' red card is void, Jota's red card is void, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so if he gets that, there's a lot of things for us to win for out of that outcome or out of that option. But I think he know that um it's not going to happen. They're not going to agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want to make a precedent out of it. But what they can do, and there's other leagues have done it, is say, okay, all of the other decisions are debatable, and we don't have, as PGMOL, we believe that they are correct, and we stand behind the ref for these decisions. But we do not stand
Yeah.
behind the goal because they admit to the mistake. Okay, we reinstate the goal, and that means each team gets a point. They can do that, like the Italian
Yeah.
Serie A Calcio. They crack down on corruption multiple times, and they have deducted points, and they have actually even gave points. They've stripped clubs from titles. They gave other clubs titles that they didn't win. They've even relegated clubs down in the second division, right? Like Juventus, one of them. So you're not making
Yeah.
history if you're going to give that point because you've already admitted to that big, clear mistake, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
club, the
Mm-hmm.
way how he presented the options, it's not necessarily
Yeah.
that he wants the game to be played again, but he is putting the pressure on them. He's putting the pressure on Spurs as well.
Yeah. Yes, because today now the opponent that we're gonna face on Sunday, we're now we're going to face Alexis McAllister, former club Brighton, on the weekend. Are you confident going to that game this Sunday?
I'm really confident about our guys. This year, all in all, we have awesome depth in the squad. The second thing that makes me confident about our team is um, that Brighton did not fix their issues from last season. Their biggest issue from last season was the inconsistency. It's not fixed. So they have games where they're up and they have games they are really down. They've lost against Aston Villa 6-1. They barely tied
Mm-hmm.
today, I guess, in Europa League. I think it was 2-2. I can't remember which team, but they were trailing. They were behind. Um, I'm gonna see which team they played. I
They lost.
forgot.
They lost.
They, well,
They
they
lost.
lost. They lost from Ike Athens, and they tied with Marseille. They tied today with Marseille, and they were trailing up to the 85th minute or something. I tuned into it like for a few minutes, and I think they only scored like towards the end of the game. They tied, so uh, then them coming back from a tie in Marseille and a 6-1 loss against Aston Villa, and us having a lot of anger, I would say, building up from the VAR and what happened to us against Spurs. I think that gonna feed in our monster mentality, and we're gonna do good this weekend.
Yes, because my problem in that for that game, Samir, if you know Mitoma, he's gonna be my worry problem right now for that game. Mitoma, he's well as well our former player, our former vice captain Milner as well. So both, but Mitoma is gonna be the player that we need to stop.
I'm actually surprised that Mitoma's still at Brighton. That none of the big clubs are approaching him. That's one thing. The second
Nope.
thing, Brighton has a few injuries too, though. I think Milner and Alana are injured. Stupinian as well. Well, he had a really bad game last game,
Oh,
but yeah, Stupinian is injured. Um, but Mitoma, yeah, it's he's one of the players that you really need to watch, and Ansu Fati as well, man. Ansu Fati had his first goal. Um, his transfer to Brighton was a big shock to me. I thought a little bit bigger club could pick him up. I thought Newcastle would have picked him up, for Callum Wilson instead of Callum Wilson, but Brighton picked up Ansu Fati, and I think he's also going to be really dangerous, and we're going to see a lot from Fati.
But as you're talking about that, Tamir, and he doesn't have the experience of a Premier League player. He has the experience of a La Liga player. So scoring his first Premier League goal that could be giving him a little bit confident, absolutely. And I'm happy that he scored because he doesn't have the experience in the Prem, but he's doing very well. But Ansu Fati is very talented. We need to be careful though when facing him to Tamir because Trent, he could be walking around Trent
Yeah,
because
no,
Fati is good,
definitely.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Fati's good. Marsh, Solly Marsh is good. Matoma, Welbeck.
Mhm.
Whenever it's sticking for him, he's good as well. Pascal Gross have been Pascal Gross have been up and down. So hopefully this weekend he be down against us. And don't forget that last season, I think we had 3 games against Brighton, and we didn't win against Brighton last season. We've lost 2 games and we've tied once.
Yeah, we also draw 3-3 with them as well. If you remember when Trossard was at Brighton, we draw 3-3. And now
Sorry,
he's
say
at
that
Arsenal.
again.
Trossard was at Brighton when he draw 3-3 with them. I think it was at Anfield at our home when he scored the hat trick. He's now at Arsenal. Leandro.
Yeah, I think we tied. I can't remember. I think you might be right. Like it was 3-3. I can check that here in a second. Um, but head to head. So the last game that we played against them was in January last season. We've lost 2-1, and before that was in the
Uh-huh.
FA Cup, and then before that, like a week before that, we lost 3-0, also in the Premier League. That was a away game, and home we've tied 3-3. So we've lost two, and we've tied once. And yeah, the 3-3 game that was a home game. We've tied the 3-3. Yeah, like last season, we've actually struggled with Brighton. They are one of the teams that we struggled with them. Um, but I'm a little bit more confident this weekend that we're going to do something good against Brighton. We can capitalize on the momentum. We can capitalize on the anger that we have. And we can capitalize also on the inconsistency that Brighton is having this season.
Yeah. But we need to start that way in our games Tammy. I don't know why we're having him on bench, making him as a super sub. We should start him in every game. Darwin Nunes. We start him today. We need to start him in the Prem.
Well, Klopp, I guess, is trying to do some kind of a rotation, and Klopp is from the way how we play and the formation today, or the starters today. It tells me that Klopp is aiming for the Europa League as well. I might have lost you, Jordan. Jordan, are you back? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Um. So the way how Club is like playing and his choice of players, I think Club is also aiming for the Europa League. So that's why I see him rotating Nunez a lot. Next game with Jota
Mhm.
out with a red card, uh, Gakpo is out for maybe a couple games or a few weeks with his injury. We're down to four attackers. Salah gonna play. I don't think he'll play Doik, and Diaz is playing. That means Nunes gonna play, gonna start and potentially play the whole game. So uh, Nunes today playing half a game. There is a reason for it, which is next game against Brighton, our options for attackers, we only have four attackers, and two of them in the same position, which is Salah and Duik. So, and Diaz on the left side, that leaves only one person for the striker position or the nine, which is Nunes. So Nunes going to play the whole game, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So well, I'm looking forward to Sunday's game, and the only way we have to get 3 points is by stopping Mitoma because if we give him too much space to we will be in big trouble. And I don't think this season, yeah, we're looking strong, but City have us next month, and they have Arsenal this weekend as well. So I need City to lose on Sunday, but I don't sure about that. But I'm looking forward to next month. But is Mitoma gonna be my problem this Sunday?
Well, I'm
Well,
gonna say something that maybe make Miss Molina happy. Is my second favorite team of all time is actually Arsenal. So I'm gonna be cheering for Arsenal this weekend along with Liverpool. So if
uh,
that makes
I,
sense, right?
uh, absolutely agree with you. My favorite player at Arsenal is Emil Smith Rowe, but been starting for the past couple of seasons. So
Well, with the, yeah, yeah, no, for Arsenal, I don't want to talk a lot about Arsenal, but for Arsenal, my favorite player is Odegaard, and since Odegaard joined the
Emil
team,
Smith Rowe.
that's why. Yeah, well, with Odegaard and Martinelli, you kind of
Mm,
they both play um, Smith Rowe out of the starting 11, but him coming in
yeah,
as a sub, and I think he had a long injury too, right? So maybe that brought him a little bit
you know,
down.
hmm yeah.
But
But you know what, I don't like Everton. Tamir. I don't like City. I don't like Manu. I don't like none of the derby clubs. But Arsenal is the best club. Well, they tried last season. Well, they battered Bournemouth 4-0, and now this they're going up against a tough team that well they don't have Gabriel Martinelli. They don't have Bukayo Saka for this team. And Haaland, he needs to be stopped because Haaland, I don't know, he's walking like he's on the road. You're on the banking on the road. It's Haaland. Haaland just walk and he just make Kevin um give him the ball, but Kevin is out. So what will he do now? You have Alvarez, probably Alvarez scoring goals, but City needs to lose to Tamir, or probably we have to beat them instead. It'll be
well,
tough if we fail to beat them.
yeah. Well, don't forget that they're going to be missing Rodri. You know, Rodri. Without Rodri, they looked a
Mm.
little bit like shambles against Wolves, right? And Wolves was able to sneak in a win against them. So, um, um, Arsenal. I think Arsenal will either win or they may get a tie. They are playing at home, head to head.
Yeah.
Last game in the Community Shield, Arsenal won. Some people say, "Oh, we don't care about that," Coca-Cola Shield or whatever. But it's the beginning of the season. Prior to that, City have been dominating Arsenal for the past 4 or 5 games, even. I'm looking back all the way. The last time Arsenal won was back in 2020, so about 3 years ago. Can Arsenal do it? Come back and do it? Like the last 10 games?
I need them to
Arsenal, yeah.
come here. This was sport Liverpool, but for me, I want to see Melina happy that Liv Arsenal beat Man City because I'm tired because when Ilke was in the Premier League, remember that 5 million that they got. I don't want to go back there, but I was shocked. I was shocked, but look, City needs to lose, and Haaland is not a Premier League player, but I don't know why he's not scoring goals. He's scoring goals, but he's a robot. He's a robot because this player, I can't believe this. Salah has been breaking records before Haaland era in the Premier League. No, Haaland come, he smash Salah record. So we have to make sure that Salah get back his record. But Haaland is young. He's probably like 22 years old, but he need to lose. Pep needs to lose. I'm happy they lose against Wolves, but I need to make it worse. He need to be worse because
Well, yeah, definitely. No, we do need City to lose, definitely. And as I said, I'm gonna be cheering up for Arsenal. I used to have a an Arsenal jersey actually, but I gave it to one of my friends who cheers for Arsenal. But no, we need them to lose. Haaland,
I, I,
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I have a I have an Arsenal shirt on me, but I don't really wear it, bro.
No, I had to give it to my friend.
I don't really
He's
want to wear it on my
yeah,
streams. But I have one, bro. Yeah,
yeah. Well, Arsenal are our
because
cousins
you
in
know, and
London.
everybody,
So,
yeah, I don't want everybody come
yeah.
say Jordan. You getting both clubs up the opposite. So I don't really
Well, if
got
Arsenal is
different
not
opponents.
competing, yeah, if they're not competing against us,
Mm.
I don't mind watching them. I don't mind cheering for them. My favorite player is Odegaard. Zidane never wanted to sell him.
Exactly, exactly,
Yeah, he never wanted to
exactly.
sell the guy. But when Zidane left, Real Madrid
Coming to
sold
our
him, and yeah,
It's like they will be having a plan for us when they come to Anfield because right now we don't have Bobby Firmino. Those guys are gone. So
yeah,
they will be coming to probably try to win. But yeah, but
yeah.
for
No,
them,
yeah.
um, well, yesterday wasn't their day that they lost to RC Lens that is in 15th in the French league. 15th in the French league. 2-1. Unbelievable. Eh? Saka should have never started. I don't know why, but Martinelli didn't play, and they lost 2-1. That no one doesn't
Martinelli's
want that to
injured.
happen. Yeah, oh boy.
Yeah, Martinelli's injured.
I hope
Um, yeah. No, see, like the French stadiums, they're actually intimidating. Like no matter how bad the team is, if you play in France and if you listen to their fans, they never stop singing. They never stop cheering. Um, it's almost like, how can I say it? It's like the whole stadium for Lens was an ultras. It's not just one end of the stadium. So I think that had a big effect on the players. With Martinelli out because of injury, and I think Saka got injured as well in that game. Arteta sometimes is not taking the best decisions. So, um, but anyway, going back to Liverpool versus Brighton this weekend, I think We are different than last season. We look very dangerous, sometimes too dangerous even for our own good, and we make some
Yeah,
aggressive
super slide. That
mistakes.
Dominic, yeah, Dominic super slide just reminds me of Steven Gerrard. Those rocket, that rocket that he did in the Carabao Cup against Leicester. Wow, what a goal! What a fantastic strike by them. I think with this form, with that form, I think he will make a statue at Liverpool. But he's good.
Soboslai is really good. I think
He's
he's
good.
not. Yeah, I think he's not even released. He didn't even show us half of what he's capable of doing. Um, if you go back and watch
in the
games at Leipzig, yeah,
in to do it to show us it, but well, despite him just come, he came to the league, so he just saw what is well the free kick. No, we know he can do free kick, but the first free kick that he take was that's the first time he taking a free kick in the Prem because when he was in the Bundesliga, he put the ball over the wall and he went into the back of the net. But this time, this one now he trying, but I think he will so master the free kick in the Premier League. Do you think so, Tamir? He will master the free kick, despite he just new to the Premier League, playing for Liverpool, not his current club, Red Bulls.
I think he should be given the chance to do more free kicks. I think he should be the main person to do the um, right hand side corner kick as well. It should be given
Yeah.
to him because if you remember a few
Mm-hmm.
seasons back, so there's two ways for your
Yes.
for the to do the corner kick. If it's on the right side, hit by a right-footed person,
Yes.
then the ball is going to be curved towards the inside the six yard, right? But if it's
Yes. Yes.
taken by someone uh, who's a left-footed on the right side, like Robertson, for example, if Robertson is doing it on the right side,
Yeah.
what happened is the ball does not go inside the 6 yard; it goes towards the edge of the 18 yard or between the 18 and 6, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think the right side it
Yeah.
should be given all the time for Soboslai, along with some of the free kicks. Whenever we used to
Mm-hmm.
do the corner kicks, when Arnold was doing the right side and we get a counter attack, then Robertson may get caught off, out of position,
Facts. Yes.
right? If you remember, we used to switch them for a little bit
Yeah. Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
and then they switch
Mm,
back. That was the issue.
yeah.
You need a right footed person
Yes.
to be on the right side of the
Mm-hmm.
corner kick, which is Arnold. But now you don't need Arnold there. You can just give it to Soboslai, and Arnold can still cover his wing, right, or his back, his right back. He doesn't have to cross
Yes.
the field.
Yes, because if you look at in the preseason that what he did, that's what he did in preseason to Tamir when they talk about Dominic with the corner. I saw the highlight in preseason before the season start that when he take the corner over by the left wing, I see directly to the goal and one of our player attacked it and headed into the net. That is what we want to see when he take the corner kicks. So he's very good. He's very good. And I saw it as well from in the Bundesliga. So I think he is. He bring that from the Bundesliga to the Premier League. And I think that if we face City next month, Damir, do you think we should let him to the corner because for us to beat City, we need him to stop Holland, and he knows Holland very well. Well, they're not strangers to each other, but they know each other from the Bundesliga. So
I think they
do you
played
think
against each other
he
1 year. Yeah. Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, they play against each other. Yeah, Red Bulls against Borussia Dortmund.
Can you guys take points off City? Yes, we're gonna give it a good try this year. We're gonna give it a good try, and we're gonna ask Arsenal too to take some points off of them.
Yeah, help us take some points off City, and then we will finish the yeah by stopping along with Dominic Subaslai. But well, if Dominic is going to get used to the Premier League time here, do you think he will show for the experience of Alexis McAllister because he has experience for Dom? Do you think that will be a great leadership by Mac to, to help him out, despite he's coming from a Bundesliga league, he's in the Bundesliga?
Well, like not all the Bundesliga players, you know, fitting right away in the Premier League, but some of them have done really good. Soboslai is one of the examples. Some of the bad examples, maybe what's his name that for Chelsea he used to play, and he went back to the Bundesliga again. Um, Not Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is okay, was okay for Chelsea, not so great for Arsenal. I forgot the name of the attacker for Chelsea. What's his name? The really bad one. Timo Werner.
You're talking Nicola Kante.
No. Timo Werner. Like he was a bad example of a player who was doing really good in the Bundesliga and coming in. So it depends, right? It depends. But I think for
Yes, because
McAllister,
mhm.
if I really don't like seeing McAllister in that sixth position. I really don't like it. I think a lot of fans agrees to it too. Um, I don't know. I wish next time when we play, just have Endo in the six. Play Endo, Soboslai, and McAllister. I think that's a really strong midfield. That's a really strong midfield. If
But come here, you have
McAllister,
a
yeah.
and club needs to start these new settings together. That is, as I said, Indo Mac to play together. Put Ryan and Dam as well. So they got that is four midfielders. They're using Jones. Eh? I never see these four play together. Never see them play together since they joined us. These four.
Well, you can't, because we're not playing 4-4-2, so that's why you're not going to see the four together. But what we could see is,
Okay,
right?
okay. Well,
Yeah.
the formation.
Yeah, because of the formation.
Okay.
Because we're not a team that plays 4-4-2, and with the type of players, I don't think it will work for us. But I would love to see Sobo, McAllister, and Endo. For the midfield, maybe for the next game. I don't know.
Yes, yes, because Ryan Dam against Brighton. Look, man, we need to score early. We need to score early in that game, and as you know, James Milner playing against his former club, the Liverpool, the legend. Well, we know that we have former Liverpool players playing against us, but I'm not sure as Tamir said, probably Milner and when name there is out for Brighton, Adam Lallana. But you realize if we face Nottingham Forest, Tammy, you realize that we're going to face also our former Liverpool player, Divock Origi. But that is
Divo
when we play.
Origi. Did you see his picture? He has a big tummy now, eh? Did you see that picture?
um,
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Um, I feel bad for Divock Origi because he was a legend for us. But I don't know. Before I
Yeah,
speak about Divock Origi, Charlie's saying that Brighton is tough game for you. I don't know what Brighton will turn up. Yeah, Brighton. We struggled against Brighton last year, but mind you, Brighton last year they had Caicedo, they had McAllister, they had what's his name, the keeper, Sanchez,
yeah.
right?
Robert Sanchez,
So
he's at Chelsea.
yeah, and they had also Insigne, who's injured, who's been injured, I think, since the start of the season. He might have played a game, maybe. So they
Yeah,
had a full team,
but yeah,
right?
no, mm, yeah, yeah. Well. Those guys, Tamir, I swear, they, look, everybody was celebrating about, oh, Cassie is gonna be a Liverpool player, shook. Other year, he's at Chelsea. Lavia, same thing, both.
Yeah,
They are
yeah.
Chelsea. And look, as I'm talking, Lavia, Tamir, he doesn't even play for Chelsea yet.
Well, Lavia, I
Hmm?
didn't see anything of Lavia, like where is Lavia? He's been injured. Um, I don't know. That's gonna slow down his development. Him starting, with an injury and a very busy midfield as well, with a lot of options for Chelsea. So he's probably fourth or fifth choice at Chelsea. So I don't know. Even if he comes back from an injury, if he's gonna have a chance, right? Maybe for cup games, they could use him for one of the cups if they're still around. Brighton are going forward, but defensively this season they've been poor. Yeah, see, Charlie, me and Jordan were talking about the inconsistency from Brighton this season. They've not fixed it. I thought that they did, but going back to the last game, losing 6-1, they've lost against, I think, what's their name in Europa League as well. I forgot the name of the team they lost against. It's not Toulouse. No, no, no. Anyway, so they've lost a game in Europa League. They've lost to Aston Villa. Today they were trailing to Marseille and they tied. But no, the game before Marseille, their first game in Europa League, they've actually lost it. I can't remember. I'll pull it. I'll pull it up here in a second, and I'll get it.
Oh, it's Marseille. They play Marseille, Tamir. Marseille.
No, no, no.
They play
They lost
Marseille.
again.
Marseille with
Oh
Pierre
yeah,
Emerick Aubameyang.
yeah,
Eh?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, man. Marseille. Oh my days. Big up Charlie and Miss Melina. Absolutely. No, man. No, no, man. Marseille. Marseille. Inter Marseille. Oh my God. 3-2 at home.
Yeah, to Ike Athens, Ike Athena. They lost against them, along with the loss against Aston Villa. So that just tells you that they still have a lot of inconsistency issues across their team. So not all the time you expect Brighton to turn up good. Sometimes they will have really, really bad games. Um, they've lost
3-2.
against Chelsea as well
3-2.
in the cup. Yeah, they've lost a couple games so far in the season. They've lost with against West Ham United. They've lost against Chelsea. Um, they've lost against Aston Villa, Ike Athens, and they tied with Marseille.
Athens in first Europa game.
Yep.
Europa game. Yeah. Yeah. But I think this Brighton team and their manager, I think they're gonna come. They're gonna come and say, "Oh, well, Liverpool. we're going to win. Well, that's but let us see if but we cannot give them too much chances to score Tamir like Danny Welbeck, especially him. He's very dangerous for Brighton this season. For Man United, and also he used to play for Arsenal, and then he went to Watford.
Yeah, he's a very experienced player, Danny Welbeck. We've seen him in Arsenal, seen him in Watford, with Brighton. Every now and then he's either starting or coming in as a sub in the second half, as a super sub. He scored a few goals last season for Brighton. He scored maybe one or two this season so far as well. I think at least one goal. Um, but again, what scares me, the only thing that scares me is the
Mm-hmm.
first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I would say, of every game,
Yeah.
especially against a team like
Mm-hmm.
Brighton who can attack.
Yes.
They know how to attack. They're not capable of defending properly this year because as I said, they've lost 3 or 4 games. They've actually lost 4 games in all competition, two in
Mm-hmm.
the Premier League, one in the Europa League, and one in the FA Cup. And they've tied once as well in the Europa League. So their win percentage is just over 50% this season so far, right? They've won five
Yeah.
games out of 11, but
Mm-hmm.
or 5 games out of 10, sorry, out of 10 games. So their win percentage is just 50%. Um, they've also lost to Everton last, yeah, they lost like 5-1 even after they beat Arsenal at home 3-0. Yeah, that's right, Charlie. So yeah, it's their biggest issue is inconsistency. But the first 25 minutes we always have a slow start, unfortunately. That's one of our big issues.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. The second thing is some managers, they specialize.
Yeah.
They specialize
Mm-hmm.
playing against other managers. De Zerbi, I can
Okay.
tell you this, he specialized playing against us and against City.
Mm. You have
Yeah.
to be careful then, man. You have to be come this Sunday then, man. Have this
Brighton could,
manager.
oh
You have
yeah, Brighton could lose just like what Charlie says. Um, they can lose against Everton 5-1. They can fricking lose against Luton. Luton Town can win Brighton. But De Zerbi, whenever he's facing Liverpool or Man City or one of the top six, it's a different team. Brighton is a different team.
yeah. So it's the fine margins versus Man City. Yes, no, it's no between it's no like well when I looking good. So Tommy have a great point there, but before I end the stream, Tommy, you have any last words to say about the game that we played today, bro, and also what formation you're looking to see club do on Sunday for us to slap up this Brighton team.
Formation, we're gonna play 4-3-3. I think there's gonna be just a few changes. Uh, Robertson gonna be back instead of Costas. Van Dyke will be back instead of Kwanzaa. I am hoping that we play Endo, Soboslai, and McAllister.
Yeah.
Trent will be back on the right back. He got rested a little bit today. He was a starter, but he was rested. That's good. So he's just can't coming back from an injury, and now he got some training sessions, got some minutes, playing minutes. So that means he's gonna be fully fit for next game. For the front, our options are less or We have less options now because Jota red card, Nunes Jota red card, and Gakpo is injured. So probably I'm sure we're gonna play Salah, Nunes, and Diaz up front. So again, formation gonna be Allison, Trent. I would say Konate. I'm hoping that we play Konate, Van Dyke, Robertson, Soboslai, Endo, McAllister, Salah, Nunes, and Diaz.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on today's performance from us, though, before I head out of here? So what are your thoughts on the performance? What are your thoughts about Ryan Gravenberch? First goal in Europa League. Will that form keep him going? Like going to the
I
game on
think
Sunday? What do you think about him?
I think he's gonna come in the second half on Sunday. He's start looking
Mhm.
really good. He start looking better. He was rusty in some of the games that he played. Today, I think he got rid of a lot of the rust. Maybe he bought himself a WD 40. I don't know if you ever heard of that spray, the WD 40, for squeaking
Yeah.
doors for rust. So he might have bought himself a few cans. He looked way better on the ball today. like to be honest, I don't know who was the man of the match today.
If you want to give it to Ryan, I can give it to Ryan, because he did very well.
I
He opened the first
Yeah,
goal scoring, but the Trent assisted with the crossing. He did he get the keeper didn't have any chance, and Ryan tapped it in, and he scored to make it 1-0 to us. But yeah, yeah, Trent assist. Well, if you want to go to go with Trent or Ryan, you can go ahead and choose which one you want to be the man of the match.
well, yeah, Ryan is up there, but he didn't win it clearly for me. Like some games you watch them and you say, you know what, Salah was the man of the match. You know what, Nunes was the man of the match. Like he won it clearly. Ryan Gravenberch, I would say he won it not clearly because he was a little bit better than the others. Nunes just wasted a few chances today. If he scored one of them, he would have been the man of the match for me. If Nunes scored any of the chances he got, because his positioning was really good, it was spot on. He creates himself the space, no matter how tight it is, or no matter if he was marked down really tight from the defense. He always finds spaces, so that's why I really love his positioning. But because he didn't score any of the two or three very dangerous chances, it's not Nunes. It's also not Salah. So maybe, yeah, maybe Gravenberch, man of the match. What do you think? Who was the man of the match for you?
Oh yes, for me, yeah, yeah. For me, for me, yes, 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 absolutely. I'm gonna go with you absolutely with that. Ryan Gravenberch, he is fantastic player, no doubt, and well, I think this form that he has now start to score some goals. We might soon see the Ryan Gravenberch, the Dutch one, because we know that I don't know that Cody is out, Gakpo is out, Tamir, but the injury that I heard that it is not serious, but he will be back after the international break. But would this be a doubt for us without Cody? In Tamir,
S-
Cody Gakpo, he's out injured, but he's not serious. He's not a injury.
Well, thank God it's not serious, but it looked really serious and it looked really worrying at that game. Um he was out right after you know, him scoring that goal. He left the field with a boot on, you know. Once you see that boot, you go like, "Oh shoot. That's a minimum of 6 weeks, right?" But I guess thank God it's not too serious. What I'm hearing is he's going to be back very soon. He's gonna probably just miss 2 weeks of Premier League because we have an international break.
Yes,
After this weekend, there's an international break,
yes,
and then we'll go back. So that gives him a chance to come
yes,
back.
yes. 'Cause we have the derby. We have the derby coming up. If you remember that we have the Merseyside derby coming up against Everton, so we need him for it because I'm tired of derbies. I don't think if you are also tired of the derby of the Merseyside derby though, Tamir, but I do, bro. I absolutely do. I'm happy at Arsenal beats Everton when they played. I'm happy, but I'm tired of the derby.
Well,
But Everton is next after that one.
yeah, Brighton and Everton. Gakpo gonna miss these two games. Um, but from what Klopp was
Hmm.
saying, I think that he's gonna be back for the Nottingham Forest game. That's October 29th, end of this month. I don't see him playing the Toulouse game, and I wouldn't play him that in that game. I would give him the chance to recover, maybe second half against Toulouse. That's after the Derby game against Neverton. That's what I call them, the Nevertons. Um, yeah, that's
uh,
what I always call them is the Nevertons or the Smurfs. That's the second name that I have for them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Um,
well,
so hopefully he's back by
yeah,
end of the month. There'll be enough time for him to come back from the injury, be fit, have a couple training sessions before the game, and Nottingham Forest. I guess we might see him back.
yeah. So yes, Tamir. So let everybody know in the chat where they can find it, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look me up on YouTube, uh, uh, Sideline Football Show, or you can also look me up at SFS underscore Thammer. Um, you know, give us a try. Look at our videos. I'm new to this gig, I guess. One of the new kids in the block. Been streaming for about 3 weeks. You know, but Jordan is one of my new and good brothers and friends. Please also give him a like and give him a subscribe. He's an awesome guy. He brings in like good football content, and he shows a lot of passions for this game and good objectivity as well. So I hope that everybody enjoyed our stream and enjoyed the information and the analysis that we gave today. And I hope I see you soon.
Yeah, so yes, guys, remember to subscribe to him, and also I'm giving a big shout out to Charlie in the chat, to Miss Melina in the chat. Big up to everybody that's here in the chat. And guys, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Jordan. I'm on LFC. I'm on the road to 2K for the first time. Yes, I am very young, so it's my first time getting wearing this milestone. But let's get me to 2K, guys, before Christmas. Cause look, I need a Christmas win, and we have Arsenal in December. But I'm not talking about Arsenal until December comes around. But guys, I'll be back on Sunday for the Brighton versus Liverpool match reaction live. It will be live at Falmere Stadium, the home of Brighton, and looking forward to the big clash. Alex McAllister returning back to his old stopping ground with his new club Liverpool in the colour red of Anfield. So, guys, see you guys on Sunday and have a great weekend. And up the Reds, we're Liverpool, and you'll never walk alone. One club, one team. Let's go Reds. Let's see the
Let's go
intro.
Reds.
I'm out.
I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes home and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye. Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. Oh, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes home and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye.
Yes, bye guys. I'll be back on Sunday. So take care and I'm out.